Welcome to The Explainer. So, a new mosque is being built over in West Bengal, but its name, Babri Masjid, well, that name alone connects it to one of the most fraught and divisive chapters in India's modern history. Today, we're going to dig into what this new project is all about and why it's already making some serious waves. All right, let's just jump right in. In the Bildanga area of West Bengal's Murshidabad district, work has officially begun on a new mosque. But here's the thing. This isn't just any project. It's being very intentionally named and built to carry on the legacy of the Babri Mosque.
And this isn't just some vague idea floating around. Nope, this is a huge undertaking, and as you're about to see, the exact day they chose to break ground, well, it was picked for a very, very symbolic reason.
Just look at the blueprint for this thing. It is seriously ambitious. It's being led by a former politician, Humayun Kabir, and the plan is for more than just a mosque. We're talking about a whole complex, complete with a hospital and a cultural center, all with a pretty staggering price tag of 300 crore rupees.
But it's the timing that really makes you stop and think. The foundation was laid on December 6th, and that wasn't an accident. That date plunges this brand new project right into the middle of a very painful historical conflict. So to really get why that date matters so much, we've got to rewind the clock a bit.
What happened in the past is absolutely shaping what's happening today in Murshidabad. I mean, the name Babri Masjid by itself is loaded with centuries of faith, history, and really deep conflict.
This timeline really just scratches the surface of a long and complicated story. It all started way back in the 16th century, leading up to the demolition in 1992, an event that, as we know, sparked violence across the country. The whole legal saga finally came to a head with that landmark Supreme Court verdict in 2019, which gave the land for a Ram temple at the original site, but also ordered a separate plot to be set aside for a new mosque. In behind all these dates and legal rulings, we just can't forget the immense human cost of this dispute. The riots that erupted across the subcontinent right after the demolition in 92, they led to the tragic deaths of somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 people.
Now, here's a really key point to remember. The Supreme Court's decision wasn't just about the Ayodhya site. It specifically mandated that a replacement mosque be built. And while an official mosque is being built somewhere else, this idea has been sort of reignited by this new grassroots movement in Murshidabad. Okay, so let's fast forward back to today. Right out of the gate, this Murshidabad project has sparked two very powerful and totally opposite reactions. A wave of popular support on one side and intense political controversy on the other. The enthusiasm from the ground up is just undeniable. For the very first Friday prayer at the site, tens of thousands of people showed up from all over the state, from Nadia, Birbhum, Kolkata, you name it. And many of them were seen literally carrying bricks on their heads as this really personal, symbolic contribution to the foundation.
And all that support? Well, it's definitely showing up in the bank account. In just a short amount of time, the project's trust said they'd collected around 3 crore rupees in their official account, plus another 1 crore rupees in cash donations from people right there on the ground. But, as it often happens when there's a lot of money involved, this success quickly became a target. The project's own leader, Humayun Kabir, came out saying there's a conspiracy afoot, a fraud specifically designed to mess with their fundraising.
So how did this alleged fraud even work? Well, it's pretty high-tech. The official trust uses QR codes to make online donations easy, but then these accusations popped up that fake codes were created, basically cloning the trust's details to illegally siphon away funds. The police have now gotten involved and are investigating.
And you can bet the political reaction was swift and it was severe. Humayun Kabir was immediately kicked out of his own party, the ruling Trinamool Congress, for supposedly creating religious division. At the same time, the opposition BJP came out and condemned the whole project, calling it infiltrating communalism. And it's not just the politicians who are weighing in. The Congress Party has urged everyone to be cautious, and the whole issue has now landed in the Calcutta High Court. A lawsuit has been filed by some local residents who are worried that this project could actually disrupt the peace in the region. So you've got this massive grassroots support on one side, but on the other, you have allegations of fraud, major political backlash, and serious legal challenges. It really leaves us with one final and really important question about where this project is headed. What this all boils down to is this incredible tension. On one side of the scale, you have this groundswell of popular support, right? People are donating money, their time, their labor.
But on the other side, you've got nearly universal opposition from the political establishment and a legal battle that's just getting started.
And that really is the heart of the matter, isn't it? This is a project that was born from a memory of division. For its supporters, it's a symbolic act, a response to a historical loss. But will its construction be a step toward healing? Or is it just going to ignite a new chapter in an old, painful conflict? Honestly, only time will tell.